Welcome everyone to Moms Know Best, where we share a weekly dose of experiences through our own lives and like-minded people. You know, as moms, wives, daughters, friends, and business owners, we do all sorts of things for our family, support unit, clients, and the community. And at times we tend to find ourselves in need of motivation and inspiration. That's why my BFF and I created this platform so that we are all reminded that there are others out there with similar or even different experiences that can inspire, empower, and uplift those in similar situations. Hi, I am Mafe Yunam Velasco, and for this episode, it's really, really exciting, guys. It's a season finale for 2020, but before we introduce them, let me introduce you to my beautiful bestie, amazing mom, amazing friend, amazing business owner, Yona Signo. Hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody. Hello, BFF. Magandang hapon to everyone joining us from the Philippines. Good evening to everyone in the US, and good afternoon to our viewers in Australia. Now, to meet our guests, I have a BFF.
I think I heard you right. How do I keep myself inspired? Well,
yes.
I mentioned earlier, you know, having a really amazing support group, my family, my parents, I mean, you know, you, friends turn into family, and also just having strong women also around me that I learn from, that I'm super inspired of what they do in their lives. And then, you know, that makes me, I guess, it's a domino effect, right? So I think that's really the key of it all, is surrounding yourself with that positive aura or light. And as women, you know, we need that encouragement all the time, right, Yona?
Yeah, 100% agree. I think one of the important things as well, you know, I think having that support unit around us is really, really important. But also checking in on our sense of life. Yeah. I think it's those key points where you know, we really need to constantly keep in the back of our minds, or even in front of it. Basically, you know, it's an important way for us to know that there's more to life than just that daily grind, so to speak. Yeah. So anyway, can you share with us a little bit more about the women who are redefining success and their purpose in life on their own terms?
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to share with you the women behind some of my favorite inspirational books. You know, of course, this year my favorite one is In Her Purpose, and they share 40 principles of Asian women redefining success on their own terms. And you know all about that, Yona, right? We do things that we feel is right for us. So when these two amazing women are able to create an amazing book, and I hope people you know, grab your copy after this once you get to know these two amazing women. And it's just so amazing. They inspire readers to discover their purpose, amplify their voice, and share their true gifts with the world, and you know about the world, right? So with that, let's get to know more about these ladies behind this awesome business. Yona, let's all welcome very special guests, Rose Buado and Jenn Redondo-Marquez. Hello, ladies.
Hi. Hello.
There's all four of us. Wow, this is amazing.
It is. And what's amazing about this is that we're all in different places, different parts of the world. So imagine how blessed we all are being able to be united, even different time zones. Though Jenn and Rose are both in California, but they're San Francisco and LA.
Yeah, we're about 7 hours away from each other.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm...
Okay, I don't know what's happening to you now, but let's get the ball started. Ladies, I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. And, I just want to share both of you to the world. So for the ones that have not yet seen or, heard about what you both are doing, can you share a little bit of your background to our Moms Know Best audience? We can start with, go ahead.
So I'm Jennifer Redondo-Marquez. I'm one of the co-founders of In Her Purpose. And for our new friends, Rose and I, as a caveat, we're actually related. We're cousins. So we started In Her Purpose really just like as an idea. Both Rose and I started our careers in the corporate world. And being two of the few in our family who are actually in the corporate world, we naturally gravitated towards each other. And so I was reaching a point in my career where I did not have any more mentors. And Rose, being my older cousin, I reached out to her. At the time, she was working as a vice president of an advertising agency in LA, and really just asked her if she had any connections or anyone in her network that would be willing to mentor me. And that's when she was able to introduce me to some really high level women that I would never have had access to that also happened to look like us. And so Rose can tell you more about it, but she's like superwoman, aside from being a vice president, she was also managing the all boy band, the Philharmonic, and she was touring with them, and that's how she was able to meet all these amazing women, and that's how she put me in touch with the CEO, former CEO, and one of the founders of this website here in America called Care.com. So thankfully, Rose was able to do that for me. Otherwise, I don't think that would have ever had happened. No, it would not have happened, actually.
Amazing. And I always love hearing both of you guys' stories. Rose, would you like to share a little bit of your background with everyone?
Yeah, for sure. So Jen was mentioned that I was touring with the band that I manage called the Philharmonic. And while I was doing that, I was meeting all of these great, amazing, decision-making women who were putting a stamp in what they were actually doing. And they were so passionate about it, and they loved everything that they were doing. And I was like, wait, I'm missing something in my life then if I can't act like them or be like them. So I started, kind of probing them or interviewing them, getting to know who they were. And they all had incredible journeys, different stories on how they got to where they're at. So I eventually, after our show, when we got home, I eventually went back online. I went online and I searched them. I searched all of them and I found nothing. The only thing I found on them were on their corporate websites. But that didn't really tell me who they were and how they got there. So at the time I was reading a lot of books. And I was like, there has to be a book on women like these. And they all look like me. They're all Asian. Some were Filipino, some were, it was just all over the place. And it was beautiful. It was a great thing. So what I did was I Googled them and I found nothing on them. So I went on to Amazon and was like, there has to be a book. There has to be a book on them. So I searched on Amazon and the only thing I found was how to marry an Asian woman. So yeah. So I took a step back with that and was like, I need to tell Jenn right now.
I know, she was so mad about it too. She's like, oh, can you believe it? It's like how to marry a Filipino or how to marry an Asian woman.
Yeah. So I was like, no, we have to change this. There has to be something here. So let's write a book. But I was more on we can write a book next year maybe because, I have so many things. I'm also a mother of 2 little children. And so I was like, okay, so I was doing that. I was still VP at an agency and I was running this musician or these bands who are touring everywhere. So I was like, okay, next year, we'll do this next year. And then Jenn was like, no, we have to do it now. So Jenn, gravitated and to the book and to the idea, and she just made everything happen. And so I have, a lot to thank her for, to getting the ball rolling. She started introducing herself to other women, and then we decided to write this book. And then we were thinking, okay, we're going to launch it in May of 2020, and because it took us about a year and a half to do. And we're like, okay, we're going to launch. We even got our little venue, and we were going to send out our save the dates. And next thing you know, COVID came. So we had to take a step back and kind of release it a different day and just like pivot that way. So, and now here we are. We launched it in July of 2020, or this past July. And we actually got #1 bestseller on Amazon, and it was an amazing time. And here we are now.
Congrats!
Thank you.
Super.
Wow, what a way! What a year for the both of you. I think for a lot of people, they say that this year it's either making or breaking people. But clearly, with the strong bond that the two of you have, and having that clear purpose in mind, you really have forged a way for women, especially Asian women, to really to show people to really step up and to follow your passions, especially when you're fully aware of what your purpose is for the moment, right now. But for you guys, how is it with juggling everything in life, like with family and like you said, you've got 2 little kids, work, business, and I know for you, Jenn, you've got a full-time job, and you've got lots of projects and all of that. How do you guys actually juggle everything? How do you prioritize and all of that? Rose, do you want to start?
Sure. So one of the big things that really helped me during, trying to juggle and multitask is I have a really great support system. My husband is so good with our kids. He's very supportive with my dreams and our goals. And on top of that, Jenn, her and I are accountability partners. So we're always on top of each other. Okay, did we do that? Did we do this? What else needs to get done? So I believe that it's a support system, and the community that we're building is now, since we're out here and we're promoting that purpose is the way to live and to be happy, just to be happy in life. It's like we don't want to let anybody down, so it's also us just being accountable within ourselves. And I don't know if you guys can hear, but I have a little kid like running around everywhere right now.
It's okay. My daughter's walking around as well, so it's absolutely fine. She just said to me, "Who's that? Who's on the screen?" And I'm like, "That's okay." I hear
my
you.
son might come. Yeah, my son might come and peek, and I'll be like,
yeah. And I think that's what's really cool about right now, though. It's just like we all appreciate that every single one of us, we're all human. Like things happen, like things just happen whenever, wherever, and sometimes we just can't plan for things. As much as we like to create lists or anything like that. Sometimes it just happens. And I know the other day I was having a meeting with a client, like literally, and I was holding my daughter, and she literally like vomited, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta go, bye," and then hung up. And then, but they were more than like, it's like they're checking up on me to just make sure I'm okay. But it's really cool. So tell your son he can actually come and say hello.
Probably will.
What about for you, Jenn? How do you juggle everything? I know with your projects and just family and your responsibilities. How do you do it all?
Honestly, staying at home has kind of been a blessing for me because, I don't have to commute. So I have extra hours in my day to work on my own stuff rather than having to fight traffic and be on the road. And I don't really sleep, like now that I'm working with people in Asia, I'm back on like evening calls. And so like if Mafe and Rose want to meet like at 9:00 p.m., I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Let's do it. So literally I have my day job, which I do 9 to 5, and then I take a break, and then I get back on with folks in Asia. And then that includes like Mafe and Rose. So I just keep going until like 11 at night sometimes. And I don't know, when I just feel like what I'm doing for In Her Purpose, it doesn't really feel like work, and I actually enjoy it. So it's not like, oh my gosh, like I have to do this. Like yesterday I called Rose and I was just like, I had one of these really strong Vietnamese iced coffees and I was just on one. I was like, oh, look, we have all these like 20 things that we have to do. And I just kept going on and on. And she basically was like, what happened to you today? And I was like, yeah,
I love it.
I was like, I had one of those like Vietnamese coffees and I don't really drink coffee. And I was like, it's like crack. Like literally I'm awake and I just was like, I have 25 things that we need to do. And she's like, oh my goodness, like you should do that more often. You know? Normally by like around like 10, 11, I'm like tired and, you know, I'm like ready to just wrap it up. But yesterday, I think I spoke to her probably until almost midnight. And then I was like, I need to figure out, like, there's a way on the iPhone where I can share my note and you can add it. And I was like up and early this morning, I think it was like 5 a.m. I was like messaging her, like, I figured it out. Here's your to-do list.
Oh my God.
So that's the answer. The answer is less commute and more coffee.
Yeah,
more coffee.
Yeah, and then not any ordinary coffee. It sounds like the Vietnamese coffee is where it's at.
It's strong. It is.
It's strong. And like, I don't drink coffee, you know, but yesterday I drove down to San Jose and there's this one like boba shop, like this chain that we have in LA that I love, and they have one in San Jose. So I was like, okay, on my way home, I'm gonna stop by there. Like, what a mistake! I'm like drinking this thing like at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm just like, oh, let's go, let's keep going.
Have you slept?
I slept.
Probably not.
I slept for 4 hours yesterday.
Oh my God.
I know. I swear to you that drink, and then like Rose owns a cafe in LA called Cassidy's Corner, and they have this drink called 421. And like both of those drinks, like literally
You're bouncing off the walls.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, okay. So coffee and, you know, and actually knowing how to use your iPhone. I think I need to also get tips from you because I think there's a lot of features that I'm probably not using. But anyway, that's probably for another call.
Yes.
Well, for the both of you, given the fact that you've released your book in the past 6 months, I guess it's probably safe to say. During the time of your, you know, this business, have there been any like aha moments where it's like, oh, okay, and that kind of was a surprise besides the strong Vietnamese coffee?
Well, for me, honestly, like I thought I was only committing to writing a book with Rose, right? I was like, yeah, let's write a book. And then it turned out, well, if we're going to write a book, we had to self-publish. And to do that, you have to pretty much start your own company. And so from there, we're like, okay, well, we're like a publishing company. And then we just started doing all these other things like consulting and coaching, writing a book, starting online stores. Like our latest craze right now is like this ube extract that we've been experimenting with. And like Rose and I don't really cook, but we were like, well, we have to do R&D in our kitchen. So I was making ube mochi waffles and you know, it's just been all the things, like whatever comes to mind of things that we're interested in, or, you know, I come from a very product background. And so I'm always thinking of like ideas or how to make things better. And the cool thing about Rose is, you know, if I ask her or tell her, like, I want to do something, she's like, all right, cool. You want to do that? Let's do it. Like, she'll never really tell me like, no, that's stupid, or, no, I don't want to work on that. You know, she pretty much is like supportive and says, yeah, let's do it. So
she's an enabler.
Total enabler.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's good. You need, there's like a balance of the people that you need in your life, and an enabler is a good one to be on your side because it's like they'll always be encouraging, but at the same time, they'll also tell you the truth too. So, and it seems like you guys have got a really good relationship. But what about for you, Rose? Like, do you have an aha moment?
Oh yeah, there's so many, but I think the one that mostly that mostly stood out to me was that the community that we're building, or our friends and our family, they're so supportive. Like, as an entrepreneur, you sometimes think that you're alone, and that you have to do things by yourself, and like you're the only one that can get things done, and you're the only one that can get things done right. But that's totally not true. I mean, since we came out with the book, there's so many people that just want to like help and just want to be a part of it. And not only that, but we didn't know that there was a when we launched the book in her purpose, 40 Principles of Asian Women Redefining Success on Their Own Terms, people will, email us, text us, like, and say that they didn't know that they needed this book. Mm-hmm. There are no books out there like that about Asian women being very successful in what they're doing. So a lot of people right now, from the time that we're in, everybody's trying to go on the journey by themselves. And since we wrote the book, people are like, oh my gosh, they have similar journeys to me. Now I have something to follow or something to like help guide me. And then, or I could even reach out to them. In our book, we put everybody's like information and, their direct contacts. So now everybody who reads the book has access to these women who are actually in different fields of the industry and what they're doing. So like that to me was a really big aha moment when people don't even know that we need something like this, and we put it out and now everybody's like, wow, that's amazing to me. And the community is just so great. And I love it. It's good.
I love that. I think one of the things that Marfe and I learned recently, it's like people don't realize that because culturally, Asians tend to not really share. They especially when it becomes like something about success or anything like that, people tend to be a little bit more quiet about it. But lately, like Marfe and I were talking, and we were going through our learnings, and we were saying how sometimes it's about sharing our story, like literally just us speaking up, that people will go, oh my God, wow, that's exactly what I needed to hear at the exact same time. And it's just like, it's so it's like how some people say, oh, it's a sign. Like it's a sign when those things happen. It's like, oh my God, this is a sign that but you know what you guys have done, it's just like, you've just paved the way. So you've really inspired so many women, and it's so inspiring to see the two of you do what you do. And I just love that you guys are cousins as well, like as your family. So it's just it's so nice. It must be so fulfilling for the two of you. And I just wanted to find out, like, for the two of you, what would be your advice to people who wanted to pursue a business, something that they're passionate about, or even, pursue a business with family even? Like, would you have any advice for that?
Yeah, I know a lot of people say you should never start business or do business with your family or your friends. But honestly, like, I haven't had like any bad or negative, I haven't had a bad experience with Rose. Like, I kind of feel like, when you're family, like, you have each other's back and you have each other's best interests. And it's not like you could divorce each other, or you know what I mean? Like, your family. So, we're always looking out for each other, and really always just trying to help one another, especially because in our family, everyone is in the medical field. So it's not like, when we speak to them, we can't really relate. Right. And vice versa. Like, they don't understand why Rose and I are like constantly like talking about business, thinking about stuff, because, they work in the hospital. So when they leave, their work is done. Like, they don't really bring it with them. Whereas like for us, like, we could be anywhere literally and just like thinking like, what if we do this? Or what if we talk to that person? Or when we meet people, it's funny because Rose and I have nephews and nieces that are in their 20s. And of course, that's like our market also, like, younger millennials and college students, and they're lost and they're trying to figure out, okay, what do I want to be when I grow up? What do I want to study when I grow up? What I'm going to do after college? And some of their friends have been like, oh, you know them? And our nephew was like, oh my God, those are my aunties. Like, yeah, those are my aunts. And it's just, when that happens, and you kind of think to yourself, like, our nephews and nieces don't even think about it. Like, oh, I got to hear my aunt lecture me again, or, that kind of thing. But it's just funny to see their friends like be in awe, like, oh my gosh, you know them. And it's been good, looking at even the younger generation after us, like, they're going to college and they're buying homes and doing all these amazing things. But it's because like we're modeling that for them and showing them like this is what generational wealth looks like, and that's not the kind of stuff that our parents taught us.
Yeah, no. I think the life we're living now is completely different, right, to the 2 generations above us, even just the 1 generation above us. Sorry, my daughter's just like pulling my dress, but for you, Rose, did you have a advice for people, who are thinking about maybe starting a business in the same industry as you, or even like a publishing company, perhaps?
So what is advice for people who want to start?
Yeah.
The main thing is just start. Just do it. You're going to have limiting beliefs. You're going to think like, you're not good enough. You might think like, oh, who's going to listen to me, or who's going to do this and that? Who's going to want to buy something from me? I think the main thing is, just get out of your head and just start everything. And you don't even have to know how to start. I think the main thing is just figure out your name, figure out what it is that you want to do and how you want to live within purpose. So just start, get things, I think that's what it is. Just start and get out of your head.
Yes, because that's a lot of the times it's us, right? We end up stopping ourselves. It's just like so ridiculous. Of all the people, it shouldn't be us to stop us. Like, it's just so crazy. But yeah, it happens to everybody. And I guess, it's one of those things that sometimes we just want to hear it from somebody else. We just want to hear, just start, just do it, just get out there and, actually give it a try, because you won't know. So that's amazing. That's great advice. But is there something, my next question for you is, was there something in the business that you wish you had known before you started, or everything's been pretty much like, oh yeah, this is how I imagined it would be?
No. We had no idea how to do anything. Like, we had never written a book. We've never published anything. I thought it was going to be easy, but it would be stupid things that you'd never think about, like those little barcodes on the bottom of the book, those ISBN numbers, like something like that, or distribution, like having to figure out how to put it in different countries and have it accessible, just like all these little things that we didn't really think about, And like Rose over there thought it was so easy. She's like, yeah, 3 months, let's do it. We can totally do it in 3 months. And I looked at her, are you out of your mind? Like, there's just no freaking way, And the minute that we started the project and started telling people about it, it just grew. Like, we wanted to get 20 people, and it ended up doubling. So that also pushed us back, because we wanted to highlight as many women as we possibly can.
Yeah, no, that's so cool.
It is. I mean, you guys, like earlier, saying that you just do it. I mean, you have that balance, and I think Yona can maybe think about this too on our journey. It's similar to Jenn and Rose, right? And I'm just so happy that we can like unite or collaborate in this way to share our stories to the next generation. Because for reals, they're the ones that we are empowering. As much as our parents or our older aunts and uncles look at us and say they're proud of us, it's our children or our nieces and nephews are the ones, waiting to see what we do. And you guys made it cool, and that's why your family, younger members are saying, hey, this is my auntie. I'm proud of her, even though I know, guys, we are titas. We are, we just have to accept it. But, you can look back and say, I always say, don't even go there. But at the end of the day, we can look back and say we were able to change our life or lives, right? And I know as women, right, we do go through challenges. So I want to ask both of you, how do you when you encounter these challenges, how do you make sure that your inner voice is heard and that your purpose is what's driving you to make sure that you're okay? Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
So when there's a bunch of challenges that come through my way, and I just want to make sure I'm aligned with myself, I ask myself a bunch of questions. I ask the people around me a bunch of questions. I seek counsel from like my husband, from Jenn. To me, it's all about unity and being transparent with everybody around me. Like the band that I work with, I talk to them too. It's not just my decision. I talk to them. I ask more questions until we find out the answer or the best direction or the best guidance. Like I always tell like Jen's husband Romeo, this is like just talk things. So yeah, I try not to act impulsively. I do, assess the situation, ask lots of questions, and then try to figure out like different plans. And it sounds so, and sometimes if it's like, if somebody needs an answer right away, you might have to act impulsively once in a while. But I always take a step back and just be like, okay, I'm the only person that can create an action towards something, right? Nobody else around me can do it but myself. So I do lots of questions and just talk to a lot of people about things.
That's good because you let it out. It's sometimes what's hard is when you keep everything to yourself. You don't communicate what you're really feeling, or even just getting that validation from someone telling you you're fine, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Jenn? Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, and another thing too is I'm very spiritual, so I trust in what God has. Wherever it is that I'm at is where I'm supposed to be. So I just remember and I just trust in God. So.
I love that.
Jenn?
For me, I'm actually kind of the opposite of Rose, where I don't really talk about a lot of things. I'm more of the don't talk about it, just be about it. And for me, I like to take things like one step at a time. I'm super logical. I work with a lot of engineers. So in my mind, everything is like ranked, like I need to figure out, okay, these are the 10 things that I need to do. And I'm going to like focus on like in order, and that's where like sometimes I have to like stop Rose. She's like, I have 15 things to do, and like I don't know where to start. And like I'm a program manager by trade, right? And so I'm the one who's always thinking like, okay, if we have these 15 things to do, let's prioritize it. Let's rank and figure out like where to best spend our time. And I don't stress about it. Like I'll sleep because it's still going to be there. So, so I don't really trip out about that, but I definitely, when I need to communicate with folks, I do, but I'm also the type of personality where I need alone time to just like hop in the Epsom salt bath or read a book and not talk to anybody, So maybe that's bad that I don't like to talk to people sometimes, but it's just my way of preserving my energy.
I think that it depends on the person, right? We've all got a preference, and we've got like our zone that the way we best operate. And yeah, Rose likes to talk. Jenn, you're quiet. I think it's so funny how like, me, Martha and I, it's like I feel like I'm more of a Jenn, and Martha's more of a Rose.
But you don't see it now, right, guys? Because you're such a national now online. That's why I'm so proud. I can be quiet.
No, not even. I'm like, I just, I'm being schooled at the Marfe School of online shows. So I'm learning along the way. I've still got my learner's plates on. So
it was just like yesterday. I was telling Rose, I was like, I don't really want to be on stage. I don't want to talk. I think I'll like crap in my pants if I have to do that. I was like, I don't want to do that. You can do that.
And now you ladies have got like a show every week. You know, you're showing up on all of these shows. So it's amazing how, you know, sometimes when we just have that goal to, you know, inspire people, we just do it.
But, like,
We just get it done.
it's different like right now because you don't see the people who are watching you, right? Like right now I just feel like I'm talking to my friends and catching up. But like when you're on a stage and like you have like 1,000 eyeballs on you and you're just like, oh my God, I don't even know what I'm saying. Like I forgot what I was gonna say, and like why do they want to listen to me, you know? And so like that scares me.
Oh, I think you're not alone. I think there's a lot of people.
I think you're great at it.
Speaking of that, share with everyone what you guys have. Yeah, I think so too.
Well,
So guys, please share what's next for the both of you. Am I the one late? Anyways, yeah, for Rose and Jen, what's next for In Her Purpose?
There's so much. Like I mean, yesterday, like I said, I was like on one, you know, like all right, we are so not disorganized, but like we just have like a million things that we want to do, and there's only 2 of us, and then like we now have like you and Rihanna, like thank goodness, because there's no way that we would be able to tackle everything that we want to do. But we're literally the day after Christmas or 2 days after Christmas, we're gonna sit down and kind of have a mini retreat and do what I said. We're going to list out everything that we want to work on. We're going to prioritize and rank it. And I mean, there's so much that we want to do that we can't possibly do it all. One, we can't do it by ourselves, and there's just not enough time in the world to tackle it all at once. So, I mean, there's events that we want to have, but like with COVID here in California, it's kind of crazy. So, you know, we're having to think of like virtual events. There's talks about partnering with UC Berkeley on a next book.
Wow.
So like that's
we're gonna expand on our product and really try to help our other cafe bakers who love ube. We're going to try to expand that out here in America. We're going to build more products, events. We want to coach more and be able to be resources for other women who are in business or who are looking to career or to level up within their career. So there's just so many great things that we have in store, and the best thing is that we can do it. Like there is nothing stopping us. We're not just one thing. Jenn said it last night. She said, I feel like we're a lifestyle brand, or we're a lifestyle company. We're about building purpose, helping people achieve goals, and then also being able to bring resources to other people like the ube extract and really cool stuff that we're going to come up with.
Like the other thing too is like aside from like writing our own book, like we're also going to become like contributing writers to other blogs like Collective Hustle, as well as Rose and I were like, we have to find a way to possibly get on Forbes before so that's like one of my goals for next year. I want to get on Forbes, whether it's like an article or Forbes under 40.
Yes.
I don't know.
I can still claim that since Jenn is under 40. I can claim it all the way.
Let's manifest that. It is possible. Let's just keep tagging them.
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of that, invite everyone to where they can find you. Social media, your website.
Yeah, so our website is inherpurpose.com. On all social media platforms, our handle is at inherpurpose. And we're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn.
And we also have our shop, which we collaborate with other Asian women business owners, and you can find that at ihpshop.com.
Okay. Do you ladies ship to Australia?
We want to.
You got your best customer. She's gonna be on it.
It's possible, but the shipping is very expensive. So we're trying to figure out a better, less expensive and a better sample for that. We'll
I
see.
know. So somebody asked us, like, "Oh, do you ship ube extract to the UK?" I was like, "I have no idea." I was like, "Do we ship to the UK?"
We can. It just costs a lot of money. We have to work with another. We have to work with multiple carriers, so we'll figure it out. But we're in the work.
Yeah,
That's part of the retreat.
It's going to be international shipping sooner or later. I'm sure Jenn and Rose will figure that out because, you know, their purpose is amazing and it's obviously sharing to the world what they believe in and what they've experienced. So we have to thank you, Rose and Jenn, and I will be seeing you guys soon, tomorrow. And so grateful for joining Moms Know Best today, you know, sharing your amazing and inspiring experiences about finding your purpose, you know, especially to the Moms Know Best viewers. I'm sure that they're now more inspired to pursue their passion. And we hope that you also enjoyed, you know, our live session and our mini hangout and catch up. Because I know, when was the last time you and Yona spoke, Jenn?
Oh my
It's been a
God.
while.
I think
It's
when
been
they came to America, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. No. They've come a lot of times, actually.
Yeah, and every time we go to San Fran, we always see Jenn. That's like Jenn's part of the itinerary.
Well, Rose will be part of it too now. And
now Rose in LA.
I'm
In
excited.
LA, right?
What was it? LA.
Yeah. Okay. So at least I have somebody to visit in LA because usually Jenn, it's like, oh, I got to go message Jenn to see what they're up to, and then we see mutual friends, which was a shock to me that we even had a mutual friend. Like, so random.
Yeah. No, it's so funny because they invited me to meet up with them for dinner in San Francisco, and they're like, "Oh, our friend is gonna meet up with us. Also, is that okay?" And I said, "Sure." And when their friend came, I was like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are friends."
Small world.
It's a very small world, and it's getting smaller because we're, just all of us are meeting everybody.
True.
But it's crazy because they're Australian, like that's super far.
And it's like it's amazing because Rose, I don't know if they told you, but Marfe actually introduced me to Jenn when Jenn was living in Manila.
Yeah.
So it was just really cool because we've kept in touch since. And I know whenever my husband Patrick would go to the US, Jenn and Pat would like catch up and stuff. So it's been fun. When Romeo's come here, once, and we got to catch up with him. So it was really cool that, we're able to just, with travel. Oh my gosh, my daughter, can you hear her? She wants me to open this.
I want to see your daughter.
Yeah.
How old is she?
Hi. Hi.
Hello, Sydney.
Hi.
Hello. Look at you. It's so cute. How old is she?
She's 4. She turned 4 end of November. So
I love that age.
yeah, she's we've got a 2-year-old that's sleeping at the moment.
Have a
But
little shadow.
my eldest,
Maybe that's the last time I saw you, right before her.
yeah.
You have one?
No, I've got 2. So I've got Sydney, who's 4, and I've got Santiago, who just turned 2 last week.
Oh,
Hi.
Hi, Noah.
I know.
See? This is really a mom show. Anywho, thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. You guys are so inspiring. Keep doing what you're doing because it's really a fuel to my fire too to see what the two of you are doing. Okay, what the two of you are doing. So, I just love it. So keep doing it, and I'm always liking and all of your posts, and I really feel so inspired. Oh my God,
Thank you.
And when I'm going to visit for sure.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
So, Yona, an amazing finale episode. Moms Know Best. And I'm so grateful for you and, of course, our children and everybody. I mean, earlier, you didn't notice I kept muting, right? Because everybody's also talking and sneezing and coughing in my household. But that's what we created, right? A safe place for other women to know that it's okay, whether you're on live stream, whether you're in a meeting, that family's first. And I love the fact that we had our guests or our business partners, their family, and they're just paving the way on changing the views on partnering business with family. And I love the fact that they're making it super cool. You know, I love collaborating with Rose and Jenn because they're just easy to talk to, and just what they're doing in the other side of the world inspires me to do more here and just connect everyone. And I'm sure you can feel that too. I mean, knowing Jenn for so long, I've always been inspired of what she's done, and that for her to introduce Rose to me, I'm even more in awe because she's also a mom doing many things, and just, you know, giving us that comfort that we can do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, it's really nice to be able to connect with people, even though they're so far. You feel close though, and being able to really learn from real people, like real women who, you know, to say it how it is. Yes, they're you know, there's different circumstances for everyone, but if you really put your, you know, heart, mind, and soul into it, you can succeed. And when you have a great unit, whether it's your family or friends that turn into family, you know, you can conquer a lot of things. And it's just a matter of like speaking out loud for somebody like Rose, or maybe somebody like Jenn, where you have to just, you know, think it over a little bit and then share. And it's, you know, there's something for everyone. And I just love how we're very similar. I just love how, you know, things that we do.
I don't know how I'm talking about. Oh, that's her now. That's me.
Yeah, I was literally like nodding my head like nonstop, like, girl, I hear you, I hear you.
But, you know, speaking of strong support unit, we have to really thank our moms who's always supporting us at every stream.
Always.
Hello, Tita Yoli. Hello, Mom. I see you. Merry Christmas. How I wish I can be with you guys there, but I'm there in spirit. Virtual hugs and kisses is what we can do right now to keep everybody safe. So Yona, you know, love you so much. This year has been amazing, and I'm looking forward to 2021 with many more projects, many more shows, and many more stories to share, right?
Yes, for sure. I'm really looking forward to it. And thank you, Marthe. I love you also. And thank you for being such an inspiration to so many women and men and families. You know, you really have paved the way to so many people. You have just turned, you know, all of these people who don't usually be online, they've now somehow gone online with your help and with your team. So as well, thank you to the wonderful MMC production team. You guys are amazing. Nico, you always put up with so much, and thank you so much.
Love you, Nico.
We appreciate you. And yeah, thank you to our wonderful supporters. And we really look forward to where this takes us next year. You know, it'll be fun. And I think as long as we enjoy our time together and we get to share it with other people along the way, it's going to be amazing. So thank you for another wonderful show, and thank you for a great end of season. Wow, how amazing.
So guys, thank you for tuning in, and tune in our 2021 season of Moms Know Best.
Bye.
See ya.